let them go. They claim you as their own. They won't leave you alone. The weapons are theirs, but this is your home.
Oh god, I think that ace guy in.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
I'm so on time. I'm so punctual.
That would appear to be the case, yes. I thought we would have been very clear on the time we were supposed to meet.
Yeah. You know us, though. Bunch of freaking layabouts. Oh my god. Ezra emerges from Chase's office? Ezra's been using Chase's bed? Ezra's been stealing Chase's stuff? Ezra peed on Chase's couch? Holy.
No, I found a nice couch in there and it was just really comfortable.
Oh. Boo.
Don't ask me how I got in there. I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, I would assume with your keys.
The keys that only work for my security room door.
They also work for my security.
What does it even mean?
What'd you say?
I said, what does that even mean?
Oh. I don't know. It sounded so cool, though. You know me. I just... I'm here to ooze my coolness onto the ambient atmosphere of the hollow.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you freaking buttle.
I'll dangle you upside down and tell you to give me your lunch money.
Joke's on you. I'm poor.
Your gun isn't.
Oh. So you want me to go rob people for lunch money and then You're gonna steal my lunch money from me?
Yeah, exactly.
Seeing as he's not here at the moment, so you're right.
Who's not here?
Give it to you instead. I don't think he gave it to me for me to keep it, just so I could do the mission.
He did say that,
I'm not gonna hold on to it, try and take it and spin his words now that he's gone.
Well, I'm not gonna walk back up there because I just came back down. I'm gonna leave it like over here.
And then when all your friends appear, I can take my leave.
Yeah, we're all friends, and you're not.
I know.
It's really mean to say, dude. I know that you should be saying that.
He said it first.
Upside down.
No. The whole world's upside down now.
Where the hell is that podcast?
I believe I.
Actually, just a couple seconds ago.
Hello.
Hello.
No. Lion King reference. Everything the sun touches is yours.
Exactly. I just forgot the words.
Cowboy is not either. Probably still making his way back from the heart.
Yeah.
So I was gonna do another reference, but the door's unlocked, so it'd be kind of pointless. I was gonna do the knock, 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 Ezra, knock, knock, knock.
I'm going to
Ezra,
see
knock,
if I
knock,
can
knock,
retrieve
Ezra.
Bug, as well as take care of another present issue.
I've been here the entire time.
It's me, Goku.
I never left. How are you feeling?
Probably a lot better since he's not sleeping in the fucking cooling.
The only two heads that are missing are yourself and Cowboy.
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing that right now? Alright.
Yes.
I'm being honest, I don't know.
Good luck with that, then, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I'm feeling.
Socialize. Don't fucking.
And I'm slowly
You already know what I'm gonna say.
feeling my
Don't
body,
stay up too late.
so-
I know what time. I'll be down there.
Is Sylvie in today?
Maybe. She'd be in the ticket room if she was, I'm sure.
Go on ahead. I need to take care of something else. No, I need to take care of something more personal.
something plugged into Maddie, I think. And because they were having like a weird episode thing, they like turned off and they weren't turning back on.
Hello.
Uh,
I was just checking something.
Okay. Do you know where if there's like anyone who's medical around?
Not that I've seen.
Shit.
How's it'll be handled?
Though it seems like most of you with the missing alarms, you know.
Missing someone from
I
logistics.
still think that Gary guy's at the
I don't think we do. It is puzzle pieces somehow.
It's Sunday. It's right before Monday.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have known. That's
Exactly, and that
how
is
that all ties
exactly
together.
why I should be in intelligence
Yeah,
because I'm
true.
so smart. That's how it works, right?
It is not solely based on your own personal intelligence, but that is a key factor to have.
Why am I not in security? You think I don't got guns big enough? You think I'm not intimidating or you know?
Oh my god,
You
H!
think I'm a
Did you
weak
carry
My
drugs on
cookie!
you
and I
that
can't
do
be-
unfathomable things to people? You're terrifying.
Thank you for the follow.
Ira, I'm gonna be entirely honest with you.
It's all fathomable and explainable by
And you know
science.
what? You have the most chaotic people here that trust you. You can have a fucking syringe full of acid, and they'll take it without a second
I'm
thought.
gonna be entirely honest with you.
Yes.
If Python pushed you over, you fall.
That is generally how physics works.
How has your
Push
recovery
someone
been?
over, they tend to fall.
I'm seeing
That doesn't imply that they did successfully.
Not sure.
Yeah,
My brain
like,
still
you
feels a
push me
bit
over and it's
fuzzy.
just like, we're like the buttered toast. I always
I
flip
think
over. to
that's
the
why I
other
had
side.
my unnecessary
Cow tipping.
explosion during
Favorite
the last
dip
thing.
You call me a cow?
I guess I can think a bit more clear even if it's a little bit of a lingering feeling.
Noted.
Who told you cows don't sleep?
Outside of that, I don't know. There's
I'm sure there's a live stream out there somewhere where there's a
Apparently,
a lot to process, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm processing it right or if
I've got us a new
There are a lot of things that all of us need to think about from this point
I
forward.
need something to be repaired.
Some of which I wish we wouldn't have to, but unfortunately these are the positions that we are in.
Alright.
We are
So
Not
is
expected
this
to process
thing from
everything
William
immediately.
that we got from
It will take time, but
well, not actually no, actually it's quite recently.
eventually
Maybe.
It's
the
broken and it
fog
needs
will
to be
clear.
fixed and it needs to be researched. So
I mean, I'm
if
not
I
taking
do
it
the
as a
research
compliment,
part,
you know what I mean?
you do the fixing part.
It feels like I've only messed up more and more when it comes
Is it
to
gonna be a research
recent
first? Or do I need to fix it first?
and
Well, I think we could work on
both
it
of
both at the same
such
time, right?
have
Okay.
directly
I sit down
involved that of
beside
ISB,
you and I'm like looking at
and I
it
worry
and
that I
you're
myself
like,
am
oh, maybe this
about
goes
to
here and this goes
detonate
there.
something that we've been
And we put
very
it all together.
delicately
we can
wanting
figure
to
out how it works.
try our best to
Okay,
keep
yeah,
our
that sounds
claws
good.
into.
Lazy,
Yeah.
lazy,
Uh,
lazy.
We'll have to sit on it whenever you have time because
It is a
I do
very
also work on the stuff.
tricky situation,
Oh. Well, I mean, I have literally nothing.
and
but time.
unfortunately,
When
Okay,
you're
the only
away,
thing that we can do is
can
pick up the
let me
pieces and try and put it back
Alright.
together.
And I'll just research on the broken pieces that we have so far and see what
I've
happens.
broken a lot of pieces,
Mm,
and I don't know if any of those pieces are still
sounds good.
whole.
Sounds awesome. Sounds great.
I lost my arm for
How's
one
your
of them,
little
and then it happened again.
on the roof, hanging out with Blockhead?
And this time, he's not here to punish me for it.
I think we're just gonna
Uh,
discuss.
no.
What the fuck
You
was
sure?
No,
That's how you
I was
both
alone.
walked. Oh, you both came from there.
Really, I didn't see Blockhead.
Really?
If you could, I have
Oh,
2 things that
you
I
mean
need you
like
to do.
earlier? I thought you meant now.
For
I was
me.
also there now.
Yeah, I meant now.
What?
Like I literally
Cut
saw
off
the
me.
pair of you walk from that direction.
I was informed of a briefcase that your team collected on your return back. I would want to
Yes.
personally retrieve that briefcase from Ace reporting. Voss has it currently in her possession.
Could be.
I can get it for you.
And when Cowboy arrives, be sure to inform him that we are all up here and that if there are any security issues that are present, inform one of us immediately.
As I am technically the only security member that is here and or not part of leadership, I'll inform you as soon as possible if anything comes up.
Are we waiting for anybody else?
I don't think so. Unless Gary's on his way, but
I am unsure of his current state considering he needs to be more proactive in looking over the Merciful Heart. I am unsure if he'll be able to make it.
Alright, I guess let's freaking get it started then.
well, as we all know, Wrench is gone, and yesterday was it?
Day before.
Chase.
Oh
Yesterday,
no,
the
it
day
was
before.
yesterday.
For Chase, yeah. Chase is also gone for however long, we don't know for him. We can't do anything about Chase. He's in the hands of, I assume, Kaijin, ISB, and they're having more than likely their own talks right now.
Mm.
So, we have our two only options to head for. We have Wrench and we have Cairo. Though we also have no idea where the two of them are. My only assumption for Wrench is that he is behind the back lines, Tiger side.
Definitely is.
More than
And
likely.
Cairo, from what Aki had said, is with the cult. Now, we could definitely try and put our efforts into finding Wrench. And if we do somehow end up finding him, can try and push past the front lines and have heavy risks of not being able to get out because of the territory. Or
Did Dia ever tell you who they came into action with on this little mission for Wrench Went Missing?
no.
If I remember correctly from what she said obviously CC, but as well as the man I suggested when we were actually discussing that mission, Granger. So that is another mark where he might be, wherever he is.
Oh, unrelated, sorry. Python, did you ever look in that briefcase? Do you know what's in there yet?
No,
should
and
find
Corvus is currently trying to get it out of the hands of Voss at this current time, considering they had apparently taken it.
He's gonna bring it here.
I believe the contents of the briefcase should be discussed later. Right now we need to focus on what we should be doing in the present.
Who's Voss?
Sylvie.
Sylvie.
Oh, Sylvie.
Yeah. So I have, I think, a suggestion on the Wrench side of things, which is, I think we're never gonna find Wrench if we just go kicking down doors on the opposite side of Tiger territory. And
Apologies for the intrusion.
Obviously.
But, one, Sylvie apparently wants to hand you the briefcase personally. For what reason, I'm not sure.
And two?
Secondly, apparently, we have Heartline members that are going to be arriving soon.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just informed of this as well. More than likely a debrief on the mission. It's not here yet. Sylvie's on the way up now.
As you're saying.
I don't think that even if we do that, that we'll be able to do that for very long, and there's a lot of territory back there to cover. So I think the best way to get him back
Put up
is
an
we take
APB to
somebody
tell everyone to
that
put their masks
person
on if they
took
haven't
him
already.
values and do a trade.
I mean, that's... I'd hope that was kind of obvious. Or at least not, maybe not the last part, but the first part that you said.
Yeah, that we wouldn't last back there for a super long time. Yeah.
A text from Corvus will go out to the Hollow. Mask up, we might have a visitor soon.
Do we know anyone who's important to any of the people who were there?
Did you see Sylvie on the way, sir?
Have a place.
She's just outside.
I will come outside.
And a lot of Granger's people. I want to know what it is.
It's nothing important.
Well?
Hello?
The briefcase?
So... well, I would prefer, if we're going to talk about it, or look in it, I would prefer to be present.
We are going to deliberate what we are going to do with it first,
Then
before we even
I'll
consider
keep
opening.
it until you finish your deliberation.
Can I get an explanation as to why?
Is that... like... isn't that obvious?
No, because clearly
Well,
a lot of things
the
have been
fact that
slipping
one
through
of
the
my
cracks.
people died for it and didn't come back and, you know, went on a mission with you guys to secure an alliance. And there are people from the Heartline that are coming to collect this. and speak with you today on behalf of your alliance. I'm a messenger for you on behalf of the Heartline. If there's something to
And-
deliberate or discuss, I have to know.
And
Especially
if,
with things that can build our rebellion.
with you being the messenger, you didn't think to tell us in advance that they were coming, instead of the day of.
As I just said, I just got the message this morning. And I'm sorry, I was in a process of understanding that my friend just died. Yeah, it's been a bit of a morning.
Right. We understand that, and we don't blame you for that.
Clearly you don't.
Look, you say clearly we don't, but you're the one that decided to cling to the briefcase. That briefcase is not your friend's final remembrance.
Cling to it. Ace gave it to me, and I kept it safe. And then I was
asked
informed.
for it.
And I've done many things that I shouldn't have, so you're not a leader, I don't think? Where's
You're
French?
right. I don't need to be, but I was instructed by a leader to obtain it. So it doesn't matter what I want. I'm not getting it from me.
Okay.
And especially since you may be our messenger, I was the one that brought the briefcase personally back at the cost of your friend's life because an ISP member decided to show up.
Okay.
I don't hand things over unless I give it to them directly. That's how I work, and that's how these distributions usually work. And it would make more sense for it to come from us than to give it to their messenger and then have it delivered.
You guys know you're being paid for this, right? Like, there was a whole exchange when you met Spark.
Exchange? No.
The 3 people that went, I believe, were... God, who was it? I know Bug was there, so... Maybe Bug can back me up on this, but there was money spoken about. This is an equal exchange.
And yet we don't have our money yet.
I'm happy.
It's an exchange.
It's arriving today. I'm happy to give this to you, but I wish to be present in the room with it. If that's too much to ask, then that means you're going to want to do something with it.
Corvus, wait for them out here while we have our other discussions, please.
Sure. Do you know what?
That I know have had contact, whether willingly or unwillingly, with the cult. One of them, you know who I'm talking about, Gary.
You did?
Is Cyrus.
I know both of who you're talking about.
It will be discussed after our
Cyrus and
current
Silas.
deliberations.
Not Silas.
Okay.
The other one is Dia.
Was that for her own request? Miss Princess out there?
No. I want to focus on what we need to take care of now, and then take care of that issue later.
Okay.
Has had willing contact with the cult. She's accompanied, as what she's told me, she's accompanied Cairo on many occasions to her speeches or whatever Cairo's had for her side of the cult. I don't know how much information Dia has on them, but without Wrench, Dia is probably the person that has the most information on them.
So,
Sounds like we should probably ask them.
another avenue. 1607. They've been looking into the cult. It's the reason they even did anything they did at the Heart. It's the reason Cairo was in custody. And it's the reason she was taken.
Is it a
And there's
whisper
our third
outpost
option.
out there?
No, there's... I'd have to actually look at the map. Because I don't remember how close a zone is to... I don't think we have an outpost close to 1607.
I don't
But
know.
that's
what
our
it is.
third
I haven't
option.
heard the term.
Is working with the PD.
We'd have to figure
we're
out how
gonna
to
work
go
with
about
the
it, though.
damn cops.
If it's to stop the crazy mad murder cult, And get our boss back? One of our bosses.
I don't think Chase would be too happy about that. But
No, he wouldn't. But he's not here, and shit's dire.
The closest outpost that we have to 16 was.
there's
Even if we
several
want to work with
territories
the
of
cops,
ours around it.
do the cops want to work with us?
That's the thing I can't guarantee.
They'll definitely probably want something in return.
I'm just saying it's an avenue. It's an option.
Are we all done? Have we been saying 1607?
1607 is the station. That's
That
correct.
is where the station is located.
They could also just all arrest us.
Is the map
Well,
wrong?
we
or
have to
we
figure
wrong?
out how to go about that
I
in a
don't
delicate
know.
matter because
It's on
Dr.
the map,
Nile
hun.
Cross is not a whisperer.
Yeah, this is 917 for D0PD.
However, Dr. Nile
That's
Cross
semantics. I don't
is,
care. Either way.
according to what
No,
Zero
that's
has told us,
with that
Unless
guy
it's the-
that I shot.
No, look up north.
You remember,
near
like, I shot him like 3 times
Lucky's
on
bar.
accident?
Was I looking in the wrong place?
I think
Yeah,
you
look
were.
northbound.
You were, yes.
Northbound
look
between
at
the
the
heart
spear.
and Lucky's bar.
It's right next to the
Anyways,
spear.
yes.
Yeah, keep going. That's where they are. Okay.
Dr. Nile Cross is not a whisperer, however, they, according to what Zero told us, probably think she's involved with the cult in one way or another.
Well, according
Whether it be
to
past or...
according to Aki, some big thing with a giant eye behind it took her. And the
Yes,
only
that
thing that I
was-
know that has
the same thing we saw in the sewers. When they would treat Silas, according to description at least.
is the cult.
Oh no! Oh, gross.
Cult
We've
definitely has her.
we had to deal with one of those in a mindscape. Nasty.
One of or the same one?
Based off the description, it looked matches.
Yeah, it's like
But-
a deer head or like a skeleton of one at least.
The one that we
If
dealt
there's
with was
more than
more
one
of a
of those,
silhouette,
God
but
help us.
if they have the same abilities, then that's probably a bitch and a half. Does it project some kind of spiral that freezes you in place?
It made me feel
think it just
pain
hurt a
across my entire body, including my face. My nerves are dead in my face.
Mm-hmm. Probably a different guy then, but descriptor still matched.
Yeah, no, it's still fair information.
Still the same group.
So we have our options. We knock down doors, or actually no, we go to the back lines, kidnap someone from the back lines, and make a trade. We talk with Dia and Cyrus, get as much information as we can, and work off of that, and go from there. For 3, we do the same thing, but work with the PD.
I don't see why we can't do both on the cult side. I don't know how much Cyrus and Dia will have that they haven't already told some people.
I don't know either, but maybe besides Cyrus, Dia could have more.
Maybe.
Do they have, like, I mean, you say, like, Cairo's side of the cult. Do we have, like, contacts in the cult that are friendly, or...
From what I know, I think the only
I could
people
make an
that they're-
attempt.
From what I know, the only people that they're so nice to is Cairo. Maybe Dia, but Dia hasn't told me that.
I mean, given how they are, we could do anything to get the information out of them. I feel like trying to do that, though, is kind of be useless, because, I mean,
Yeah.
they just want to hurt you.
Or be hurt, so you can't really, like, interrogate them with, you know...
We have our options. We have things we can do. We just need to decide on what we will do, and we cannot think of what ifs. We get lost in those too damn much at this table.
Correct.
I think
Of course.
we should maybe on this coming Tuesday try to send some people to the back line, and then in the field we keep an eye out for Wolf and Riker, and if we can get either of them, they might be good bargaining chips as well. And whoever we get, we try to negotiate, and if it doesn't work, then we'll go from there. And then for the cult, maybe we just start kicking down doors, and then we'll send somebody to, I don't know, ask them. Is there anybody that's like that talks to them?
It was just Cairo. For the
No, not
most part.
the cult. I mean, for the police people you're talking
Oh,
about. Do we have like a person in there?
No.
I don't know how much.
I've gone as Dr. Gabriel and spoken with them on multiple occasions, but he's not a whisperer.
I don't know how much you've been looking into the police station Python like I asked.
Aside from a good amount of their names and the place that they work, not much to go off of.
So I'm sure if some of the techies start working on trying to find some of their addresses and see what we can go from there.
I don't want to go and bust into the homes of their PD officers. That'll just cause more bad blood.
Wasn't there a group of people that like went over there to start some shit or whatever? Chase was like talking about making a point.
Yes, that was made. It was done.
Well, not the situation itself, but people who went there, if they have any information based off of their visit, depending on where they went or who they talked to, that might be able to bear fruit. This is me assuming, of course. I don't know what the fuck y'all did. I just know y'all went there. But if y'all brought a scout, maybe they saw something others didn't.
That's a better idea than if we were gonna go talk to the PD, my only option, and I would stand on it, is, as much as you don't like it, breaking into one of their homes and trying to be as diplomatic despite being the hostile ones, because I am not walking on that territory. Not after what happened with everybody going over there, or that small group.
What was it Aki said? There's something he mentioned about talking with someone.
We can also, I don't know why I forgot, that was going to be one of the other points I was going to bring up, but this goes in hand with talking to the PD. We talk with Onimusha to talk with the PD.
Do you have his number?
Do we have the signal to shine into the sky?
Yeah.
I know someone who can get his number.
Okay.
We all do. It's gonna be underhanded, but it's the only way we can do it, because the only other person I know that has his number is Wrench.
Who's the other person?
Corvus. He doesn't have his number, I don't think. But I'm not gonna go into a zone and start busting up stuff just to get someone's attention. Unless it's for people.
So you want Corvus to try to hack into his phone or something?
It's the best we have. Unless somebody else has a better idea, because God, I would love to hear a better idea than that.
I think at our current course of action, we should go off of the information that we know we can get from Cyrus and Dia and work off of that. And if possible, I can have them form a small team to look into those issues more directly, more discreetly. We need to use the resources that we have before we can start thinking about the resources that we can get.
Sure.
Sounds like a good course of action.
My plan was going to be on Dia and Cyrus.
Well,
Yeah,
we can
I
ask
think
them
they're
anytime. They're here.
I think they're a good lead to start looking into the cult stuff, and then just, if something pops up with the PD and it works out, then it's, bonus points.
Just branch things out.
Python, can you contact Corvus and tell him to find Dia for us?
I believe he should still be outside.
Is there anything else
Couldn't we
that I
also
needed
just
for?
contact Dia and tell her to come in here?
That's actually...
Yeah, so we could do that.
I mean, I appreciate making Corvus feel useful, but I mean, he's not a necessity here.
I mean,
Dia
I think
will
we're
get a
kind of
text
wanting-
from Ezra asking her to come up to the meeting room. I completely forgot that we could just contact them ourselves.
A lot of people forget
We
that.
have phones.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while we are waiting, we need to also remember what our primary objective we should be focusing on is, and is dealing with the Tigers and their current threat right now. As much as we can try and find our missing whisperers, we cannot ignore the present threat directly staring at us.
With the way things are going, I think that goes hand in hand with finding Wrench. We just need to know who all was out there on the field.
Do we,
That group, if you're talking about who
no.
was out there whenever Wrench got taken, that was Dia, Ryan, Mag, Aaliyah,
Asha?
Asha and Reaper.
Yeah, I think that's Ryan.
I don't think any of them had time to make
was anybody
reports.
given the plans for the next target to hit, or what we were meant to do next against the
Yes, it is in this computer, which I was going to
Mhm.
go over with all of you whenever you were all present.
Define all.
I meant all, considering one of our other leadership is not currently present. I would want to make sure that they are all.
Right?
I think she was
Missing-
talking about Samira. And not Wrench and Chase.
Otherwise, we don't need the computer.
I would prefer not to want to repeat over information without everyone involved, but if absolutely necessary, we can see what we can find presently.
Telephone.
I think
that
we
can
can
only
delay
go so
till
well.
Tuesday, but I think if she's not here by then, we kind of at some point just have to actually start
Yes.
working.
Most of us are here, so the only telephone we'd have to have would be for Samira.
Then I would
I
suggest
like to think we're competent.
I would like to suggest before we do that, then we'd handle that issue outside.
What is
Briefcase.
that outside? Oh.
Briefcase.
Currently, from what I understand, from what Corvus explained, yes, 2 Heartline members are supposed to be coming in to collect the briefcase.
I'm going to give you
What's
all a
in the
heads up.
briefcase?
We don't know.
Okay, well, we should definitely find that out before we hand it to someone else.
Would you like me to bring them in with the briefcase? Because apparently Sylvia's already managed to open it.
I messaged
Bring
Samir,
them
by
in
the
with
way.
us.
They're
Bring
on their
them in.
way right now.
They opened it before in the morning, more than likely when they were going through it after Ace gave it to them, apparently. Which, when I told him to bring it to me, I did not say to put it in the techie bay. But clearly he decided to put it there anyways. Would you like me to bring them in?
Yes.
And
Yes.
Sylvie also said that her friend should be arriving at the top of the hour, which is that. So I will be going down to get ready to retrieve them whenever they do arrive.
Question to the room.
Yes.
Are we being used by another group again?
Probably.
More than likely.
I think we're gonna
Sorry, I'm
find
gonna
out when
walk
we
you
see
guys
what's
through
in the briefcase.
these.
I want to know what's in the box. I want to
What's
research
in the
alien
box?
shit.
If it's something we don't think a terrorist group should have, I say we keep it.
Was the deal with them to give them the briefcase?
The deal that we were given, we will go over in a second.
Sure.
I don't know why you're walking so far away.
Give us the box. Now. B-word.
I'm gonna wait until my people arrive, if that's okay.
Come here.
I don't know
Go to this side of the
who
table.
your buddies are that are coming, but the 6 people in this room right now are the leaderships for the Whisperers, which you are a part of, so give us the damn box.
I want you to look me in the eyes. And give me one good reason why we should continue going after these things for your people. When this last mission had ISB on this group's front.
I don't know
And got
why.
one of your people killed.
I don't know why ISB is there. I
A
can't
text will go to
answer that
Ezra
question.
saying
But
they're here. I am walking them up currently.
our alliance is important. We made a deal, and you are being paid for it. And
Why
this
is it
mission,
important?
We're being
Catch me
paid.
up to speed.
okay,
Here's
Being
the
paid
payment.
for it.
yes. Well, I believe Wrench and Bug were there.
This is just like Hamana. I don't trust it.
But the Heartline, when they met Spark, they offered them a deal. Because Conduit put you guys through the small tests that he did, right? To gain your interest. And once he knew that you were interested enough, and that you pursued enough, which you did multiple times, you met with one of the engineers on the Heartline. They offered you a deal, and you took the deal. And he said when the time came when they could give you the mission, you can come or you don't. But if you do come, then there's an alliance to be born, and assets to be made. I believe.
Who is you? Who are the people accepting these? In the entirety of the timeline.
Keep them outside the door.
This is
Wrench.
Bug, Python, Wrench,
Wrench? Okay.
Corvus.
I just wanted to make sure.
What?
The Heartline, we're ex-corpos. Having us, or having them as allies is beneficial. I mean, Corvus said himself, you're, for what you're going through, not as equipped as you could be. I mean, the first day you met Spark, he gave you a powered weapon that you use still today,
Definitely.
and it's an asset of ours that we gave to you as a gift. Or at least Spark did. It's just an example of why we're important and why we need you. And
how do
why
I know they're not going to blame us for your friend's death?
I don't. What? I don't blame you for that.
Yeah, but they might.
Who? With the Heartline? No, we all
Maybe.
understand that our goal.
Also, can I say, I don't like this whole thing that you're saying with, like, the we. It makes it sound like you're not one of us.
Yeah. Are you green? You put it their colors.
That
We don't let the non-green in here, so you might have to leave if that's the case.
If you were green, Then why question if we know what it's like to witness someone die? Do you think that
Because
that
you
shrine...
questioned me earlier.
Do you
and
think...
you didn't understand?
Do you think that that shrine outside is for nothing?
You're the one that said you didn't understand.
I did not at one point say that.
When you said why I didn't hand over the briefcase, I gave you my reasoning. Because someone died for it. And that's significant to me. So I wanted to honor that as best I could. And honor the deal and the alliance that we were making. I feel like
See,
that's...
the difference on that is you weren't there for the mission, Sylvie. Despite you being
okay. I'm not
gateway
saying that I did
to the other group. It doesn't give you the right to make the decision that you can hold on to that.
I am the messenger. I'm in between. I deserve to be in meetings where something is discussed with the
messenger.
hardline.
But at the same time,
to relay the information between you and my group. I'm just doing
Not your
what
job to find it, though.
We didn't ask you
Sorry.
for it. You looked for it yourself.
Hey, Summer.
Looked for what myself? The briefcase?
What's in the briefcase?
Ace gave it to me.
Where's Corvus?
And I kept it safe.
I think he's with the guests.
Corvus is out.
You were. But guests
We
have
should see
arrived.
what's in it before they come in and before they get too antsy.
Be around Tuesday.
I think you should do that with them.
No. I think we should know.
I'm gonna go.
And if they need to
guys
know,
Why?
we can tell them.
What's the point of an alliance if we're not trusting one another? That's what all this was for. That's what people died
It's
for.
not about trust. Apparently they're here for it. And also, giving it to them wasn't a part of this deal. So let's find out if it's worth giving it to them or not.
And have everyone else end up dead because she's being stupid again.
Besides, it's not fair if you know and none of us get to know.
Well, open it.
You should put it in the projects channels, and that's where all the leadership members are.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put it in RP context in case it's shown to anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah. I already made a little thing for it anyway.
Put it in your fucking ass.
Just make sure attached to it is that you don't know this exists if you haven't been handed this document.
Okay.
Want to catch me up?
Figuring our plans with
We're on a different subject right now, but we'll dial back to the prior subject once this is over.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about the absence there. Sundays are a bit of a busy day for me.
Phone.
Looks like a few papers. You might need to give them a minute to read through the whole thing.
I know. I'm going to offer something.
What were you going to offer, Cowboy?
Copy.
Well, what is it exactly?
Very extremely classified documents about a project that was being conducted at the facility. Ones that
Is it something we should give to these people?
At this point, I am unsure.
Magneto has her types yet?
What was the
Oh,
point
God,
of
no.
us working together and building this trust for when we do the mission and something goes a little bit, wrong, which is inevitable in missions? You then get paranoid and just throw away any attempt of alliance that we were building in the first
Sylvie, there's no such thing as unconditional trust. Not here.
Well, some of us think a little bit different about this world, okay?
Yeah. And as much as I've tried advocating to everybody else here that just because you lived in a high life because you're corporate doesn't mean that you can't live the same life we can, or we have. I've tried tooth and nail to make sure everybody else looks at you the same way we do. Not only for them to understand what you've been through, but for you to understand what we've been through. Trust goes a long way, and as much as we've done things for you, i.e. this group, that are doing things for your group, doesn't mean we give them our full trust. Sylvie, we have dead people that have done a deal exactly like this.
Then why did you go looking?
You-
You took the riddles. You solved the games.
You understand?
You dug. You let me into your home. You did the research of the items that you were given.
I think trust is well and good, but in my opinion, it's Papa's gotta eat first, We gotta make sure there's food on our table before we're fully...
And what do you think we're doing?
Well, that's what
We
we're
want to
determining.
feed you.
If this is
That's the
something
point.
we need to keep for us, or if it's something that is okay to share. We haven't made a determination either way yet, but we do need to make a determination, which is why we're having Python read it and discuss it, and we'll decide if it's
That's
worth
fine.
sharing or not.
I get it. I just think it's scummy. They could sit in the room with you.
Look around, Sylvie. Look at the district you're in. Look at this building. Look at the people that you're working with. Look at the things that we're doing to try and better this place and the district itself. It's all scummy, Sylvie. Because that's what we are.
Survival.
We're trying to live. And if being scummy about it is the only way we know how to do it, then it's the only way we know how to do it. Other people have their ways, and they've survived by it. But there's people who grew up in these terrible places.
I got this spiel from Tin Man, and he's now one of my closest friends. I get it.
Then why do you refuse to see it?
Because I know that we can work hand in hand without there needing to be venom shared. And Tin Man hated me when I first came here, but we helped one another. We gave each other trust. And that's
I want to
where it
ask you this
started.
then. Do you think he would do it differently? Do you 100% for sure think he would be telling us to look at this before we show it to them?
Even if
Mind
there's
you,
trust,
he's
we gotta
not the
make sure to
only
protect
person in
ourselves.
that group.
I think if it was the tables swapped, you would say the same thing. And I think you would argue that someone very important to you died to at least give you an opportunity to make a better district with some other people that are only wanting to do the same thing. And you're scared, I get it, but that's the point of a rebellion. That's the point of what you do. That's the point of wanting to paint the district green or whatever the fuck it is that you want to do. It's about making friends, making alliances, getting people to trust you.
This isn't a child's movie. There is no good and evil.
We don't have to be bad people. That's not...
Voss, the way we met your group was through a whole zone blowing up.
That was a mistake.
I don't care, it still happened.
How many more mistakes are there going to be?
And how many mistakes have you made? That's not fair to put on us.
Hundreds and thousands! But it
Okay.
didn't cost an entire zone blowing up!
I'm sure you've killed people before.
Of course we have!
Reports of
Look at the
whispers
group
murdering
you're
people.
in! I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna yell. This isn't gonna be Friday. This isn't gonna be another Friday. What I'm trying to get you to understand, and I understand your point, but you keep refuting it. Mine. You're working, your group is working what's on the outside and mostly inside a gang. A criminal organization. A group that has done nothing but distrust others they work with. We don't trust the Shriekers, yet we still keep a fucking line with them to continue to get laser weaponry into our armory. And I doubt they have their full trust in us.
It's a deal,
And
Sylvie.
if they did have 100% of their trust in us, then that's their fault. Because you don't do that.
We're making sure the scales aren't tipped one way or the other.
Oh, you don't think someone dying is tilting enough? Enough to have them sit in the room and at least observe with the briefcase being opened? You don't think assisting on that mission with your people was... I get it.
This is our damn day to day. We risk our lives like that every single fucking hour.
And we did too, with the expectation that we were making a deal with people that would understand that. That's all I'm saying. And that's the only argument that they will also probably make.
It's
Either
the
way,
easiest argument.
You're getting paid. Either way, you've looked at your briefcase. You don't have anything more to say to me other than talk to them on whatever you want to do next. You made your point pretty clear. We just
want a copy?
have different
No.
opinions.
Maybe we should have them step out for now, and then we should actually come to a decision on this, and then have our guests come in.
We'll call you back in when we need your people to.
I recommend standing. Just in case. That door's not locked.
What's the plan?
Currently, there are way too many factors at present to just blindly give it to them. And quite frankly, I would be curious as to why they even need these. The entire goal of our deal was to kill the engineer on site that was in that site, and we did. We were not explained that we were stealing files from that facility, just killing a target.
So I think we got a couple options from my point of view. Feel free to add or take away from them. But I think either we tell them, no, we're not going to give it to them. We decide if it's safe enough to give them a copy, or, I mean, if we really want to, I guess we can have them come in and we could just blast all of them.
The latter option would only cause more issues, and I don't believe that either Wrench or Chase would want a fight started, A, in their hollow, B, in the meeting room. And it would cause way too many potential
I'm not
casualties.
saying they're good options. I'm just saying that's the way I see we can do things. Which, if
With
we
the minimal
all...
information that I know personally, if we do the latter option, what's the fucking point of literally entertaining anything Sylvie related from leadership?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we've apparently been through the hoops. I've seen it on Ace. I've seen it on plenty of people who come into the med bay. Like I'm kind of on Sylvia's
tell
end on
you
the sense of putting all this to
what this
build
payment
trust.
was?
No, I only found about it today that they were paying.
We're being treated
Then
like
I present another option. Then we let them in. We have our talk with them and see whether or not we should give it to them.
Python, this is the last time I'm going to ask, do you want a copy of those documents? I can do it in seconds.
You should just copy it anyways.
Just copy it.
Even if we don't give it to them, it might be good in case, I don't know, God forbid they steal it and run out of here, then at least we have a copy.
I want to make it very prevalent before we let them in. If this becomes way bigger of an issue than it already presently is, I am not going to hesitate to throw one of them to the wolves. And I would hope that none of you are also hesitant on making that decision.
Us before them.
We already have too many problems on our plate. We don't need more.
I'm afraid I lack way too much context to have any merit in this situation, so anything to help us, I guess, at the end of the day. I'm game.
I'll leave it to you and Ezra then, and you guys can make the decision on if you want to give it to them, and if you determine that it's not, then tell them to leave, and if they won't leave, then, I don't know, we'll make them leave, I guess.
I'll just put on a good old
I
smile.
have enough time in the day. Just follow my
Where
lead.
would Bug go?
Outside to let them in.
I like to think I make good decisions.
I like to think so too.
Maybe put
Don't prove me wrong,
maybe we
won't you,
should put it
please?
in Chase's office or something.
That is what I was going to do.
I beg. So what I did read in the texts and all that, that's being discussed today, right? Yeah? Oh.
There's people in our house.
I saw there was someone out there with like all this weird stuff on him. I was like, damn.
Yeah. You should double check that Bug did go out there to let them in. He's just chatting.
He doesn't say he has ADHD, but I know for damn sure he does.
Oh, the
Bug
timing.
went to go put on his gear.
Revolving
there it is.
door.
Oh, never mind.
If she steps out and he steps in, it would be so funny.
Hello, Whispers.
Howdy.
Virus, where are you?
Right
There you
here.
are. Okay, good. So I hear we have some dealings we need to sort out with.
To make
I
it
thought I'll let you handle most of the talking.
To make it very clear as to what we knew the extent of the deal was, our deal was to assist you in assassinating the engineer on site, and that was all that we knew we were supposed to do. Any other information was not left on the table, and so we have our reasonable suspicions as to why we were not kept into the loop of other information that either your compatriot or the rest of our team were not let on for that mission.
Other information like what?
Of what we were specifically going to grab, what we were going to deal with on site, and exactly why you wanted to take those files.
Or you were told. You were given a deep dive plan, and Grayscale was there to meet you, and he told you your target.
He did. But what we were describing was not exactly what we fought.
Okay.
And additionally, the briefcase we took technically wasn't informed as well as what we should take. We just took it because of extra precaution.
Maybe Spark had different objectives from Conduit personally? I don't know that.
Then my point still
You can't ask
stands.
him.
Why
As
weren't we kept in the loop?
for the thing that you fought, information on that thing is exceptionally limited as it is. We weren't even entirely sure of what its capabilities were. These things were like rumors around the facility and the like. We knew that they existed, at least some of us did, but we didn't know exactly if there was any defensive or offensive capabilities of the creature itself. It was
what
like
he's trying to say is if we had the information, we'd give it.
Yes. As for the briefcase, again, we just knew it was of some importance and something we needed. At least that's what Conduit wanted. And we are here with the payment as promised. Granted, we can get it in return.
Go over the exact details of what our payment was first, because I was not let into the loop of
No.
that either.
Well, I have 50,000 credits waiting right here for you. Well, Virus will send it to you. Also, if I think it was rude of me not to say, my name is Relay, this here is Virus. Apologies for that.
Corvus, in those plans, I imagine they were not specific about the details of the reward, or were they?
Not quite. We were told that we would have a reward, but in terms of what it was not specifically told.
Our alliance is our reward. The information you gained is a reward. Isn't that what you
No.
wanted?
If I may. Yes, information is a reward, and an alliance is also a reward. However, there also has to be something outside of just a handshake to prompt us. We cannot be sent on missions like that, wishing to deal with creatures like that, just for some money and your word. As much as your word might mean something, and we would love to have it, especially if it gives us resources. But to that same point, if we are going to be given a reward, your word should not be the only thing on the table.
I think we've given you more than enough with not only a financial aid with this, but also the fact that the ones that truly lost here was us. We lost one of our members. We weren't sending you in without someone watching your back, making sure someone was protecting you. One of our best, may I add.
I won't
And he
disagree
did his
there,
job.
and I won't scoff at him. He did very well, and in fact, from the little bit that I interacted, I actually liked the guy myself. But, as much as I understand, that still makes me worried that, again, someone's word should not be the reward for someone's life.
Isn't that all you have?
To
your
tack
name,
on to that,
Tribute?
I'd like to say that if one of our guys died on that mission, you would expect us to not come asking for more. You'd say, hey, that's the risk of the job. So
Yes, in fact, actually, from what we knew, we weren't getting any assistance until Spark arrived. So technically we went in thinking it was going to be just us.
Well, technically
Meaning
you got
your man-
Grayscale's assistance too with the map.
Yes, but the map can only do so much. Grayscale gave us
Okay.
information,
Well,
but
what more
before
do you
continue-
want in corporate espionage and, making a difference? All we have is our word to back each other. As
That
you
is
put it,
correct.
in this criminal underbelly.
What do you want? Seem to be asking for something, so perhaps there is something specific on your mind. If you do not believe a word, after what we've already done to support, then what is it?
So, before we go into the specifics of that, first, with your thing. Grayscale gave us information, yes, but not all of it was accurate. Security was increased, on top of security being increased, though we were told of specific potential abilities, we were not exactly informed, even if that's the lack of your information as well. There's only so much we can obtain.
You're
But
suspicious of us, but an ISB member killed our people but didn't kill yours? What?
And who's to say that they aren't going to come here? They saw our
Why didn't-
members there.
Now,
Why didn't they
if I
come?
may as well, before we
That they've
continue.
shown at our doorstep.
Yeah, I have. But why didn't they kill any of your people and just ours? Which I'm confused about the ISB thing too. I don't know why they were there. And this, we did not account for that at all in any of our plans. They shouldn't have been there, and we don't know why.
We don't either. But, to tackle on what your friend said, you're right. You're assuming that you've given us stuff, and you have. But at the same point, this was the attempt at getting your trust was a suicide mission, or in theory could have been one. And we had not a whole lot, because obviously the trust wasn't there just yet. Do you see my point?
Fighting against these people is going to be dangerous. There's no hiding that fact. We have been putting this work in for a very long time, and we have felt the cost of it over time and time again. We expected as much that you would be familiar with these dangers. You fighting a gang war at the end of the day. I'm sure this isn't your first dangerous mission. And
You're
at the end of the
right,
day,
but that's
we're not...
Also, the reason why I say, because we were fighting this war, assisting you is also just as incredibly dangerous, especially for us to not have this relation already, is what I mean. You went to the doorstep with the mission first, before giving us more than money, though I could care less what the
I think the
actual
point he's
reward is.
making is that if the alliance is the reward, then our debts are even because we give you our alliance in that exchange as well. So we're not really getting a reward for the mission, we're just handshaking.
Well, unless you want to count the credits as a slight bonus.
I think the
But I'd like to
credits
think...
are great, but the road stop it seems like we're all hitting here is that I don't know that we want to give you the briefcase. Because it seems like that wasn't part of the original deal. Correct me if I'm wrong, Python. Just
No,
trying to clear
it was
up
not.
the air on so we're not talking in circles.
You just seem like you want a reason to be mad and
No.
keep things, and that's fine. I don't think they need it. But
honestly, if I were speaking from personal, what the rest of them want is different. I want something a bit more than just money. Money is nice, but even if it doesn't even have to be anything grandeur. A weapon, similar to what you gave Mac.
yeah, and he was given that for free on your first meeting, just for even talking.
Well, I wasn't there for that.
Oh, okay,
So,
but
I'm
that
not
doesn't.
entirely
Okay, that doesn't make it any less real or that it didn't happen.
True.
We have taken the steps to build this alliance fairly.
And we have
I
as
think.
well.
Okay, and now our next steps are to hopefully work together.
Come
from here
together. Yes.
If I can cut through this shit for a moment here.
Please.
Something extra for the briefcase.
I am not personally at liberty to give you something extra. That will be something that Conduit will have to decide himself.
Will we get something?
Again, that will be up to debate. I'd like to hope so. I'm not the final decider on it. But I want this relationship to happen more than anything. Clearly, we can both help each other and do really good things together. We have things that we have acquired over the years that we can give, and you guys have the manpower and the experience that we require to make a difference, not only for you guys, but us and the rest of District Zero. It's not about this give and take. An alliance needs to work together, and I understand.
This is unfair, and you guys don't even know about this, but
Sylvie-
Conduit... No, Conduit gave up pieces of himself for you guys. 3 pieces. 3 Magitech artifacts you got.
How many missions have you taken us on that have come to bite us in the ass?
What does
Sylvie?
that have to do with this?
This is along with that ride, Sylvie.
If we're negotiating with these 2 people here, maybe we should have Sylvie wait outside. Not to be the thorn in the side, but she is the biggest detractor to this conversation.
Yet she's the one bringing points that are proper to this conversation, things that take down what you say and make this conversation good value. But correct.
Yes, Sylvie.
My job is to be a messenger, to be here to relay this information.
Okay, are you a negotiator?
I am negotiating on
Messengers
behalf
aren't
of my
negotiators,
people.
so maybe you should wait outside while we negotiate with the people who came here to see us.
Fine.
Thank you, Sylvie. If this is also the case, can we deal with the leadership as well? No offense, sir, but I've been informed that you aren't leadership, so
I've told you myself, yes.
that's fair enough.
Then wait
let's
outside,
at
Corvus.
least make it even. Thank you.
If you have any more insight you wish from the mission itself, I'll be waiting outside.
I apologize for Sylvie's outburst there. She's taking the loss of our friend very deeply, as are the rest of us.
She does have better mannerisms.
I wouldn't be able to.
like that.
I wouldn't be able to judge that personally. But regardless, the point that we are trying to make here is that if we are going to be at an alliance with each other, then how are we going to be able to guarantee if we are going to be given all the details of what we are doing there on the mission if you can't do it on the first operation?
Like it's been stated, and from your colleague I was talking to outside, even our information was not 100%. Both of us were we've had a baseline, something to work on. And normally, while we did have all our ticks and corners mostly covered, the only outlying issue was the increased security of ISB, which I'm not sure how that happened, because clearly something have perhaps the Whisperers maybe done any increased activity that may have potentially led to an increase in certain facilities, or word being slipped out or anything like that. I am just putting ideas out there. I'm not making accusations. And 2, this creature, the archetype, the thing that you and our people fought, again, it is literal myth and legend around the areas we worked in. We can't have all the details all the time.
That would be correct. If we had the intel, it would be on the table. I believe you had other missions that are similar. Info is not fully given, or is missing pieces, or perhaps surprises appear out of nowhere. Please, fix me if I'm correct. Or wrong.
And then one of the cases of if your personal plans change, such as with the case of the briefcase, are we going to be clued in on that when those changes occur on the day? Or are we going to be left in the dark again?
The briefcase was something I personally wasn't informed in. However, I'm sure Conduit had something in mind, perhaps whenever things were found out. The briefcase, yes, it's obviously the anomaly of all these talks. Now, granted, I believe the briefcase would be more useful in our hands. It's something that we've been working with, and things that I've personally been around. These facilities, these power plants, we've all worked there. We're familiar with the technology that's in there. Now, I haven't seen the briefcase itself, but I think it would be better in our use, so then that we could repurpose it, that we can all partake in the reward of it. Whereas if we left it with you, it would take you time to research whatever you're looking into, if you're able to even look into it safely, and cause potentially more damage, or even ISB sniffing at your door. Whereas if we take that problem away from you, then they can't find it.
The way it seems, I would imagine that ISB would have reason already to investigate into us, not only for finding our members there, but if they were to find that the briefcase and its contents were missing, we would be the first on their itinerary to look into on the contents already.
Yes, but imagine how worse it would be if they came here and they actually found it.
Then at the very least, entertain all of us here as to what exactly it is that you and your group are planning to do with the contents of the briefcase, because this is not something that we can just turn a blind eye to, especially with the mistakes that happened in Zone 1610.
As I've stated before, I actually don't know what's inside the briefcase. The most that I've known and heard about it was since I've entered through these doors, the fact of what the gentleman was saying over there in regards to that it reacted to Sylvie's necklace in some way or another.
Then even you don't know what its uses are, and you're blindly trusting the person telling you to fetch.
No, I mean, I literally don't know what's in there. If I looked at it and got to see what was inside the briefcase, I could potentially give you a better understanding of what it actually is.
May I?
We have a proposition for a trade.
And he's going to show the contents of the briefcase from a holographic projection from the phone.
This is what was inside it.
I
guess we were too enveloped in our own world.
I will answer your question. I'm sorry. This is something that's more important. Okay. Right, these are things that I haven't seen before, but on a brief glance, I'd need more time to look into it.
I'm sure. Is intel of what would be in there. even if it's not necessary for you or helpful in any way, shape, or form. Because if you want something that could be possibly helpful,
Then
I would have to look into that.
how about this? We're not sure on giving them the briefcase, but what about the information itself? I have that now.
Gary, Python, come here. Before you continue on with your part. And Ira, you too, actually.
Yippee!
Just a moment.
Of course. Bug.
Well, very simply, conduit, right? A supernatural being. We've seen him travel through power and pop up out of nowhere. Well, nobody besides ISB could potentially even notice him with that. What if we have conduit find Wrench or Pyro? In trade.
Glass windows in one piece.
That adds other complications,
How's that?
in my opinion.
The interesting thing about it is
Because then we will owe them.
glass window. Usually
This
they
isn't
would have
Top
owing
of
them.
that,
sort
to
of
be totally honest, I don't think they know that
iconography
Wrench and Chase are both
something on
missing,
there,
so we're playing that.
completely
We're
lacking.
giving them that.
Which either tell. Well, I just.
Chase can get here on his own. We don't have to mention that Chase is
Either
gone.
They made this
I just mean
themselves.
we're putting ourselves
We can
in their
handle
position.
both of these situations ourselves. I believe that. Do you all believe that?
Yeah. Well, it was already here before they got here.
Then we don't need.
Which then goes into telling of.
My only input is I don't think we'd be owing them.
Some sort
Here's
of
what I think.
facility.
I think we
This may
could
have
use
been
that.
the
It could be
room
something, if it's a
for
trade, could be a benefit.
Either
But my
faithful
concern
relief.
is I haven't seen what's in there. Only I think Python knows, and my concern is so far as I know, these guys are just a super terrorist group.
Of some sort, yes.
Is it safe to give them that, or will it hurt us in the long run?
I don't like the group, but I've only been going along with it for the sheer fact that Chase and Wrench have put their trust in it.
Other people
I
outside.
believe that they would agree that this is something that is way over our, and that we should not be involving ourselves with.
One at least sitting down.
How about we play a bluff? We say, we are willing to give you the briefcase, but we need assurance that we will get something, from Conduit, so we need you to go negotiate, figure out your thing with your boss, and then come back to us, and you can talk to our boss, and then, we'll let them handle it.
But also it gives us time to run some messages back and forth and lets us get our, opinion and idea together a bit more thoroughly. I think giving us more time would be worth it.
I don't think that's a good idea. We don't have time.
Yes, we need to make a decision right now, and I believe
And
at
if
this
it makes
point,
us feel better about not letting them know that one of our leadership is missing, we don't even have to say it's Wrench. We can say it's just another Whisperer part of the Hollow.
then I believe at this
I've
point,
put all my feelings in, and it's between you guys.
I believe we need to put this to a vote of yes or no. Yes, we give it to them. No, we don't.
Because if it helps us fight Wrench, then I'm down for it.
Inspiration.
Because we won't be owing them
From
anything.
why
We
then?
already did a job for them. Now they're wanting something.
Why not?
This is a trade.
It was
Not a
just
debt.
Before, now that I remembered
the
what y'all
boogeyman
talked
of
about.
District Zero, and you decide to choose them.
Or what Sylvie
Is that what you're
Conduit
looking for?
sacrificed pieces of himself. Now that I think about it, there might not
Things are very
be a chance
interesting
he
about how
could,
they
but I'm
viewed
pretty confident considering the things I've seen him
everything
do
about the
that he
work.
could do it.
And I'm going to make it
I
very clear
would've
from the
said it was
last
more
meeting
insane,
that
but
myself and Ace had with
if
Conduit.
that's-
Yes.
They don't care about our war.
Creativity is insane.
Who's to say that they're actually
It
going
is
to value
still
that deal?
creativity.
Which is why we give it to them after they
Like
found
so's an
him
art
and
gallery,
after we've
there's
gotten him.
creativity in like a painting.
They're not gonna look for him unless they get that first.
That That's creative.
That's not going to be an
I
option.
think our
Or
options
like
are
a
on the
drawing
table.
on a fridge.
We can go with Ezra's and offer the deal.
But I like more complex
Go with
creativity,
Python's and keep it for
especially
ourselves.
something he put so much
If you
effort
want
into.
to discuss between each other, I'm more than happy for you guys to do that and decide. If you want to
I
vote, I'll vote.
was going to offer them a
That's slightly
copy
concerning.
of what's in the
Well,
briefcase.
if
You worry me
Python
every
thinks it's
day.
too dangerous to give it them, then it doesn't matter
No,
if
it's
it's a copy
just-
of the briefcase. It's too dangerous and evil, right?
The copy should be for us in case we do give it to them. What's the point of giving them a
Yes.
copy if we
But
have both?
I think you're just more scarier when
At
you're
that point,
like
they have what they
this,
need. They don't
you
even need the
know?
briefcase
You're a lot better
anymore.
in person.
They know I have it, though.
I'm not supposed to be cute, am
Should we? Well, we could say that's what was in the briefcase.
No,
Like, literally, your phone was in the briefcase.
Virus doesn't exactly sound very cutesy. You know, it's not like a cute name.
We can try that.
I'm not giving this thing up, damn it. Oh.
I'm not.
So
saying
again,
that
this
it
is
looks
what my
bad.
plan is.
I'm just
So we know it's all
curious
clear.
on the inspiration of it. It does
We have them
stand
do
out.
something for us. For a trade. There is no debt.
feels
We already did something for them. Now they do something for us.
Locating
Get what
him
we
would
need.
be useful.
Once we get what we need, and we know he's there, and we can decide whether or not we give it to them once we get the information or after we get him. I'm fine with either or.
It's a
But either way,
fashion style,
once all that's said and done,
Is it a
that's my
statement as
deal.
well?
not a statement. No,
You don't have anything to state, okay.
I think I've made a few statements already, as it is.
Should we vote, or are you convinced?
We should vote.
Okay.
What are you doing? Are you tickling in the sky, or?
One, we give it to them. Two, we don't.
I'm thinking.
Just if you don't want to give it to them, just raise your hand, because I don't want to hear an aye.
There are over 11 belts on you right now.
And there it is.
Do you know if Lee would have a vote? I don't know if she has any input on.
Even if Lee would have a vote, it's 4 against 3.
Well, I was considering about abstaining because honestly, I'm not very involved in this kind of thing as head of research, and especially for super, let's say, external reasons, you know, that maybe I shouldn't vote. And if Lee does vote to do it, and I, you know, maybe shouldn't count my vote, then it would be tied.
You're a part of the heads.
Yeah.
Whether whatever extenuating circumstances or not.
Right. If we're satisfied, then
Delete the copy.
We all good over there? Decided our decisions.
We tried.
Apologies. Needed an aside.
That's fine. You're perfectly fine.
We came to a decision at this current time because we are admittedly still cautious. We will not be handing over the briefcase. You can keep your credits, and we can consider this job for us done, and you can consider us still helpful to your cause, so you so need it. And if you have other conditions for other deals, that you inform us ahead of time of all the details.
Very well. If this is your decision, then so be it. However, as a personal stake, I'd still like to offer up the credits.
No. Whether it's personal or not, some people might feel indebted for it. I'm not going to let them feel that way.
You are in the middle of a war. This is simply just something to help
We've
out.
been able to handle it so far, and I appreciate your gesture, but I'm not going to let other people feel indebted to someone else.
Are the rest of you in agreement of this?
Aye.
Very well.
Very well then.
After all, you paid a life. We were luckier.
We're gonna keep around here, so.
Well.
We and Conduit gave, but that's alright. Briefcase.
We knew the job. We knew the job, we knew what was expected of us. Very well.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Relay. Sylvie will probably inform Conduit. I'll speak to her on the way out. If there's anything else that you need of us, we'll be in contact, of course. While I know this has been a difficult decision for all of you involved, and us included, we appreciate your patience and reliability in the matters. At the end of the day, we still punched a blow. And I personally am indebted to that. So thank you. But we'll make our departure if there's anything else.
I am sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
What was his name?
Why? Are you planning on putting him down somewhere?
In my prayers.
That's very kind. Actually, there was something we'd like to carry him around
that we were holding.
a little
If you want me involved, you do it.
prayer saying he brought around. He wasn't much of a religious man, but he carried it with him anyway. If you could say this.
You're part of the heads, and I should have just said heads.
His name's on it as well.
Pointing people out.
Yeah,
I didn't point out Samira, and Samira was there.
But if you include that in your prayers, I know you'd appreciate it.
Oh.
Thank you. Are you comfortable with us looking for Sylvie, or do you want to escort us?
Corvus should still be okay.
Have Corvus escort him.
We'll wait just outside.
Oof.
You want to wait for Cowboy, or do we want to get some more?
A text will go to Corvus from leadership, or from Cowboy. Please escort our guests to find Sylvie.
So far,
They're waiting outside the meeting room.
And where we should focus on. Either looking for Wrench, Cairo, or working with ISB / the police department to help us look for Cairo. If we look for Wrench in tandem, we are going to be continuing doing what we've been doing, which is going against the Tigers and making sure our focus is on that. The plan for Wrench is if we go for Wrench, we go to the back lines, and we kidnap someone from there and use one of them as back lines.
Okay.
Granger was on the mission that Wrench was kidnapped on. So,
You want me to call
we go to
Dia
the
back in
back
here
lines.
if she's around?
Yeah. We go to the back lines, take
I'll go
someone
get
from
her.
there, because his people are there, just like Maz's people are there.
I've got to be on my way out.
And we use whoever
Spend as
we
long as I
know.
can here.
Of course not, but if
We use
Bring
whoever we
the
can,
and
or
not
whoever
be
we take
greedy.
from said place as the trade for Wrench.
I know that you can see all the information in the briefcase, but I do thank you for trusting judgment.
So, who's going to be in charge of the espionage part?
Oh, I think now more than ever we have to kind of, be united, so.
We don't know yet. We haven't decided on which option we're going for. Because we can't spread
Oh,
ourselves thin.
you haven't? Okay.
Second option would be looking for Cairo. We have Dia and Cyrus who have had some intimate involvement with them, whether willing or unwillingly. I know Silas has had some interaction with them as well, but that is very recent, and I don't... We could grab him, but I don't know if he has anything. So after we gain our information there, we go off what we can do, and go and look for Cairo. Or we work with Onimusha. We have him be either our middleman, or we just settle some type of deals with him there with the PD, so we can look for Cairo through there. We'd still be getting information from Dia and Cyrus. We would just have the added on working with other people.
I'm guessing we just kind of move up the ladder depending on how much information we get along the way, and then stop where we don't need anything more. Or are we taking it to the top, just regardless?
We continue looking until we find Cairo.
Right. Okay. Is that it for option 2, or?
That was option 3, because it was added in with the PD and Onimusha.
Aye.
Option 2 is same thing, just without PD and Onimusha.
Gotcha. So, I misinterpreted your words then. My apologies. How long has Cairo been gone then from us?
2 weeks? 3?
Around 3. She was arrested first, had been gone for 2 weeks, and now she's been kidnapped since
Thursday, I believe.
Sometime last week.
She's been released, you said? Yes?
She was kidnapped. During her imprisonment.
A text to Muerte from Cowboy.
Those two have been
Dia has left.
roughly been away
One at
from
the
us
Hollow.
for... One's been a week
I'll
and
be
one's
making
been
note
fairly
of
recent. What's the... How's the
Oops, he's not in
table
here.
looking then for
Ira, you got the
options?
text instead.
Wrench versus...
Muerte, I got a message that I think was for you.
Huh?
Dia's not in the hollow anymore.
Well, if we go with that option, we have to wait till Tuesday.
In the meantime, as we know we are going to prioritize our search directly for Cairo, we need to go over the information that Chase left for us on his computer, if I were going to handle the current issue of CC.
Sure.
Bug, follow me. We'll get the information. Bring it down here.
Mahogany. Not my mahogany. Oh heavens. Clutches my pearls.
really quick. Let me just hop down and get Kaz, guys. Hey, Kaz.
Yes.
Can I steal you to DM on call real quick?
Wrap up the scene.
Oh, okay. Needs to wrap something up.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind.
As long as you don't leave any lasting impressions.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need from me?
Me and Bug are reviewing over the information that he left us for the CC stuff on his computer.
CC stuff on the computer?
I thought that's what you said in the IC text, that you left stuff on your computer.
Oh. Yeah, just ask Rosie. It's in preparation for the next mission this Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
It sounds to me like Kairos might be the slightly easier option just because
We don't have to go behind the front lines.
On top, one, it's in our territory, and two, we at least maybe can do something with the PD. I don't know if it'll work out, but if it does, then, you know, we at least have something we can try rather than on wrenches. It's just, let's just hope we find somebody and you know.
Are we moving upstairs?
Yeah, so it'd be easier for all of you to move upstairs to
Sure.
also review this.
Got it.
We are bringing everyone else up here.
Alright.
I have never been in here before, not once.
I believe that is on purpose. I'm going to move this back so that people can see it a bit, not too.
How's the seat feel?
That's pretty alright.
So you're not heavy. I just couldn't find a good way to pick you up from that seat.
Oh, I'm not
How
worried about
close
you.
The seat is. Well, you said I'm not that heavy, so I was just like.
I meant to Ezra.
You said my name.
Actually, it would
Oh,
be easier if we did
okay.
turn it around. There's more space on the other desk.
Wow, that's heavy.
So Rosie, out of character, that Kaz guy told me for you to tell us what's on there because apparently it's information on the mission for Friday.
Well, I don't.
Excuse me. I have a DM note for you,
what?
friends.
Go ahead, interrupt. That's fine.
Sorry. I don't know if you. It's potentially time sensitive, so Ollie, as head of intel, you're getting reports from scouts that the Onimusha is just walking through the streets towards the Hollow. If you would like them to intervene or anything.
Oh my God! So brazen of him.
There's aura farming, bro. What the fuck?
Jojo walking all the way.
I'm telling the scouts, just stay out of sight. Let us know when he's getting here.
He's close.
Oh my God, I get to meet V.
TLDR, if you don't tell them to interrupt, I'm gonna tell Leon to spawn into the front door.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly put out another PSA.
Okay.
Text will go out to all members of the Hollow who are currently present from Python. If you took your mask off, leave it on. We have a very
Just noticed
high-profile
it's not
visitor.
AV called this entire time.
Do not get in his way.
Get him, Combs! I kill you, and I'm gonna kill you again.
Get in the fucking comms, freak. Why are you in Whisper 3 still?
We have a very high-profile visitor arriving.
Again?
Yes.
Another one.
I'm getting ready to escort our other friends out.
True. Our bitches.
Wants to Corvus take them out through the garage. Silas?
So you are that buddy from BS. What is a convenience? Shut the fuck up.
Isn't that Python?
Yes.
That's Python right there. Maybe don't talk to him right now, though. But yeah.
Alright, see, I'm getting the faces right.
Hey, should we like get out of this room?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you are going to stay here, weapons down. That's an order. Keep them in here.
Sorry, I'm getting ready to get them out.
Just keep them in here for right now.
Where should we go to get out of the way? Let's go up there.
Keep them in there.
That's
Get out of here.
Okay, how about up there?
We should just stay here.
Onimusha, I presume?
I'm here to talk.
I see.
What are you saying that so loud?
Oh, not quite the visitor I expected, per se.
Grab arm.
What?
Excuse the pleasantries. A lot of people are very twitchy with ISV's presence.
Trust me, I know.
Come up and talk. I wish to do this.
We could do without the peanut gallery. Is there somewhere we can all talk?
Yes, I can.
The meeting room would be preferred.
Yes, the meeting room. Follow me.
I've been informed of a couple things I need to talk with you all about. And since the usual one isn't here,
No one entered this room.
Why are you taking so fucking... Thank you.
Is there anyone else that needs to be present, or should I start talking?
Go get the others from upstairs. They need to be informed.
I know, and I'm fucking thinking whether we should just bring him to upstairs or not. Because then we're just gonna move back upstairs again.
If it's what you'd prefer.
No other
As much as Chase would probably think he's gonna have to deal with it, I'd rather have everyone just upstairs anyways. Sure, I'm sure he would have been like, I understand why he did it.
Oh. Hello. Oh, it's that guy.
A text to Python. Our guests have just been escorted out.
I'm
I told
going
them
to
that
send
Goddamn
this
fast.
was given, and that's why we were more
VRChat.
urgent. Not that someone entered.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the crew.
I know your current ones are indisposed, otherwise I would be talking with one of them. But situations are getting dire. I'm here due to two
Talk with him after.
I see.
Sorky.
It's fine. No, I think if we're going to keep information, I'd also like to know. And I'll talk to you after, Ezra.
I'll deal with the one that I have more questions for first. 16A. We were put on high alert due to some of yours being spotted just appearing in one of our reactors. And then we have one of our agents' eyewitness accounts of your people being there during the flooding.
I can explain both of those instances with as much as you probably don't fully believe, full transparency. In the incident where a group of us were suddenly put into the facility, into the deeper parts, that was an unintentional mistake due to testing of equipment that we were given from a different individual disconnected from us. We did not intend to enter into that space. We simply appeared in there, and we wanted to, by all means, not be in that position. We are still very much trying to understand how this equipment works. We do, in full transparency, do not want to ever put ourselves in a position like that for any instance, for both our sakes and for any trouble it would cause you.
There are those in the tower that are above me that are giving me this chance to speak with you all, so that they don't simply take the easy option of flying the spear over this place and obliterating it, which I don't want either. So I appreciate the transparency. And what about of 16A?
That is a matter concerning those of A situation I am not sure you have given much detail on with the group known as the Heartline. To paint a picture, as some would want to describe, the event in...
Does this involve when Wrench told me to investigate Blackstone?
Yes, it did. But to get into the point leading up to that, the events that transpired in Zone 1610, I believe it was, where the entire zone was completely decimated. On that mission, we had encountered one of the Blackstem engineers who was dying and had given one of our members that was sent there to investigate why it suddenly got destroyed a thumb drive. In it were a long series of riddles, games from that group known as the Heartline, trying to reach out to us or anyone who were to pick up the message.
I see.
In these, we were sprung along on, again, riddles and games to figure out whether or not that they could trust us as individuals. And in this, we eventually came to an agreement of sorts that in exchange for a job that we would assist them on, that we would have a sort of alliance, as they were to call it. But, again, in stating in full transparency, we are not about to simply make alliances with quite blatantly what could be described as terrorists, their actions being accidental or not. In this, we were hoping to minimize the damage that they cause so that they do not have another incident like that happen again. Something that we explained to your superior a few days prior.
I suppose that's why I got filled in on so many things.
What are your other questions?
Well, I'm assuming what happened at 16A was that job.
Correct, and quite frankly, we were not given... Ooh. Okay, never mind. I guess quite frankly, never mind. Thanks, VRChat. That's very cool. Okay.
Demon of compassion, only Musha care.
Possibly.
I'll ask. At 16A, there was massive damages caused. We have been able to do what we can for the area. Is there anything that your group may have taken from there? Anything that may have gone missing?
I believe I know what you're referring to, and it is something that we were not informed of when we were given the job signed to us. I can assure you, if you choose to believe me, that I have not looked into what the contents are of this briefcase. And I would imagine none of us would want to.
I don't recommend it. Good. I don't have as many questions now. This group, do you know what their goals are, their motives?
A better district.
To
What they tell us.
tear down the present system and replace it with their own. No matter what it takes for them to get to it.
So they'll burn the whole district down just to make a new one.
From what I surmise, yes. Which is why we are keeping them at a very long arm's distance.
Continue monitoring them. And if there is anything that you think we should know, you're going to get a text from a number, Python. And it's just going to be the District 0 logo.
I will keep you informed immediately upon any information.
Much appreciated. The second matter. The one I would normally be talking to during these situations would be Wrench. I've been informed he's missing. And as for your superior, Chase Anderson, we have him. Don't worry.
Yeah, I assumed. Is it possible for us to know as to why he's in your custody?
I don't even know. But I can assure you we won't be... We won't be doing anything untoward to him. You have my word. If anything, it's probably just another round of questioning or something along those lines. Did something to get on someone's bad side in ISB, so we plucked him up again. I believe one time he was returned to you with a mouth stitched. Wrench being missing, however, I can only assume is due to the usual suspects.
We assume that from the information we've gotten from the last group we sent out on a mission, they were going to grab something that we need. And in turn, we did get what we needed, but he was taken by 2 other Tiger bosses.
Then my hands are tied in that matter.
Yeah.
At least directly.
All we know is that he's more than likely behind the front lines.
I've been sent here today to remind you all of the deal that you have with Kitchen. And just how far it extends. Finding Cairo is of great importance. The heart is funded by us. I'm going to try to do what I can to steer 1607 to focus on finding her instead of digging into the hospital. But I can only do so much. And if you'll have me, I have that one's number now. I'll try and give you what they tell me, as long as you don't give them a hard time. Or what they tell me.
For the matters of Heartline, I'll leave that to Python. But if possible, for the other matters with Cairo, I'd like to have a way to contact you as well.
And you get the same message.
Thank you. We've already had our propositioned possibilities on looking into either Wrench or Cairo. We haven't had a vote as to what we should do yet, but you being here has made it easier, at least for me, even more so than what I already felt like we should do, to find Cairo.
You look, I was told that I don't talk to you.
Yeah, I would have had to have found some underhanded way to contact you in case we went with this idea.
The situation at 16A has made things more tense between us. If you can give us any way to alleviate one of your seemingly problems, let us know. Taking out that generator, that doesn't just threaten us, that doesn't just hurt Kijin. That hurts the district, that hurts all of Zafira. If that's what that group is trying to do, I'm not going to have any of it, personally.
Quite frankly, neither are any of us.
As much as I wish I would have had a helpful say in whatever happened with that group when it happened, I was left out of it until afterwards.
The situation with the Tigers isn't looking too good. We've noticed. Although they're giving us less little annoyances, they're doing horrible things. Just the way we told them to. On the front lines. We want the help. We want to continue helping. We just need an
Wally,
excuse.
thank you for the
A
follow.
good reason. And in this case, the right person.
I'm surprised all the things they've done so far hasn't been the good excuse. Especially
We just messed up one of our facilities.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is a good point. Well, if everyone else here is on the idea of finding Cairo first and we'll deal with Wrench afterwards, then hopefully our involvement in bringing Miss Nile back can alleviate some tension.
If there's any information you think 1607 should know, tell me and I can pass it along as something I found. And if there's anything they have that I think you should know, I'll give it to you.
There was mention that Cairo gave to myself, and I believe another one of ours, the second under her, of a ritual that the cult is going to be conducting at some predicted point. A three-pronged approach, one that would, in their own words, be a ritual in which it would mass hypnotize the populace in those zones.
And where was the information that wasn't just given out to the rest of the heads?
Maybe after the secret government man leaves.
I believe 1607 is also aware of this due to a recent encounter they had within the Merciful Heart.
At the time that she gave this information, which was months ago, they weren't exactly clear on all of the locations, but one of them, I believe, that they mentioned was where they were, one of the facilities that they were training some of your higher level personnel. I believe they are officially called peacekeepers nowadays.
Suppressors.
The name keeps
That's what
changing.
they do to suppress things.
I would need to recall more of the details on that, but as soon as I do, you will be the first to know.
Thank you for the heads up, though. Talk more when we need to. I'm taking my leave now. Is there anything you have to ask of me?
Not besides Corvus, unless any others.
None for me.
Not presently.
And I hope you have a nice rest of your day.
Oh my god, my bag.
Stay safe.
I think Corvus is still outside. If you just want to walk and talk with him or something.
I have two things I would like to bring up potentially. The first being that it sure, unfortunately, like, not trying to undermine or, be that person, but it does feel like we went through a lot to not give that briefcase to the Heartline and then gave it away pretty quickly to the government guy.
I gave it to him as a sign that A, he can at least assure that we were willing to give that back, and B, that we preface that we weren't in the loop of that briefcase's existence in the first place.
And I'm sure if we'd said no, someone higher than him would have come down to take it. Because I'm sure they would have known already.
It sounded like he might not have known that we had it.
Maybe not him. But he has higher other people. People higher than him.
Okey-dokey. I think we maybe should have kept Gary's copy.
No, I don't want any of that information lingering here.
I think it would have been good for some purposes.
You seem pretty hard-strung about that information in that doc.
I got a glimpse as to what they were looking at, so I can see why. I didn't read all of it, but
Rest assured, the
Yeah.
information on there is information that I'm going to take to my grave.
Okay. It's good that I went with my gut then. That is, yikes.
On another note, I did tell him that if we all agreed on it, then we'd be willing to help. But we haven't all agreed on what we're going to do.
If he
Yeah, that was
is...
going to be the other thing I brought up, which is that we've been out this for a little bit. Should we maybe reconvene? Or is everybody wanting to hang out a little longer?
We have our options laid out. Like you said, they're not the greatest, but it's what we have.
What are the options? And so we can vote and get that over with. Not draw this on any longer.
We go to the back lines, take someone from there, or multiple people, and use them as a bargaining chip for wrench. Option 2 is we don't work with Onimusha and the PD, and we go looking for Cairo off of the information we get from Dia and Cyrus. And option C is the same thing as 2, or B, just with the help of PD and Onimusha.
Well, it sounds like the PD is willing to help, and I'm not, trying to downplay our can-do-itness, but I think it's probably best we get all the help we can get if, we want to get it done faster.
From what we are able to go off on, they have had a very sizable stake in the game as it comes to the cult. I would imagine that they would have more information than any of us currently standing here have. And with their investigative efforts, I believe it would be at least useful in making sure that we get Cairo back.
Do you have an opinion, Bug? You haven't been yapping a lot this whole time. Did you fall asleep?
Bug is clogged out. What? There you go.
We're asking for your opinion, Bug. Like, what do you think about all this? What do you think?
Yeah, the entirety of it.
Part of it's all fucked. Backlines isn't a bad idea, but if we do kidnap that person and it's really noticed, they're gonna have to book it back towards our way pretty fast. It's not a bad idea.
Also, bear in mind, tigers know where we are, so that might invite them to attack us directly.
Correct.
Regardless on who we take.
This is true.
Isn't like the backlines like the heart territory? Like it's back there.
No.
Backlines?
The backlines is
location
on.
That's kind of open to the public, from what I understood.
It's on the opposite side of the front lines.
So they don't have like an equivalent to a hollow like we do, or at least not that we know of.
Not that I know of. But that place is pretty open. So.
I've never been, so I wouldn't know.
I've been there once. Interesting place.
There's a third option again.
The third option was sorry.
Just working with Onimusha and the PD to find Cairo instead of doing it ourselves.
That was a bad taste in my mouth.
Sure leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
My vote's for 2. If that matters.
about we ask? No, they're not here today.
So
It's a head decision. It can't be a hollow white decision.
I was gonna say, why don't we ask Cyrus and Dia now? But
Information. They don't need to have
They're not deciding. Either way, either option 2 or 3, we're still gonna have Dia's and Cyrus's information.
it's just like, how far are we willing to go for the info? Gotcha.
I'll say my vote is on option 3, and the reason is strictly because I would hope to God that if I got kidnapped and taken somewhere, you guys would take every option to try to find me too. So I'll do the same for Cairo.
My head's there too. I'm just kind of like weighing in the back of my head. Ain't the with what little knowledge I do or don't know.
To option 3 is some alleviation from ISB that we've happened to put them on some of the bad side of us over the past few months.
Also, bear in mind, after we make this decision, we also have this lovely computer with information on something that should be given to us information-wise for, I believe, the next coming week.
Yeah.
Is it information we need today, or is it information we can reconvene and discuss on Tuesday?
We can reconvene on that on Tuesday when we have a clearer head.
You guys have my vote. I'm going to bed.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bug, what you thinking on the vote? We get too caught up.
Guess I'll agree with what they said.
Option 2.
Yeah.
It's 2 for 2. 1 for 3. And I am putting my hand in 3 as well.
So it's tied. Ah, shoot.
I do 2 and 3, yeah.
We say we're getting this computer thing next week?
On Tuesday.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
That has to do.
Tuesday.
That is probably information for what we're supposed to be doing in the upcoming week.
If then I'm going to be the deciding vote, then I believe that not only having the extra resources into looking into more of the cult's activity to possibly learn where Cairo is and possibly alleviating us out of the bad ire that we've accumulated with ISB, I believe we should go with option 3.
Well, that's 3 for 3.
There you go then.
Well, I haven't heard Samir's decision.
Oh, well, pick.
That guy back here, just now said that he would be willing to help information to help find her, so might as well.
And I'm sure Gary would be. I'm not even going to say that. Gary's vote would be whatever Gary's vote would be. By the way,
text him and ask him, but
we have the majority of 4 for option 3.
Alrighty. Option 3 it is. We get Cairo's general whereabouts from our friends, and then we go to the PD and Onimusha.
Yeah.
Sounds.
More than likely, we are.
We'll go into more of the specifics probably Tuesday.
Hmm.
For now, we have our generalized vote.
I'll let the smart folk take care of most of that, but other than that, y'all need me to, I don't know, put something together. I'm just a phone call away. I'm going to go back down to the workshop. See you there.
All right. Is that all?
Unless there's anything else I need to be let in on.
Unless anybody else has anything
wrapping
to say,
up.
then that's good.
Rock.
I love you guys. Great teamwork. Good job today.
I feel so out of my league, but I am in my league, but out of it, it's like a weird middle.
Yeah. I'm the same.
Pickaxe mine, go diggy hole. Except you work with microscopic
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm
which is
great
nowhere
if you
near-
need math.
I humbly pass.
More for me. Okay, well, we could also not go in my
Would you like me
room.
to continue further progress on
Up
the
to
case?
you. I don't want to intrude.
No, hold off on that.
I mean, that's where I'm going anyway, so.
Help.
I was just gonna ask if I could borrow one of those
That's searching for
fancy gas masks y'all have, but y'all only have one according to them, and I want to make more of that
I
one.
would like to re-engineer it to make more.
Okay. Ching.
Awesome.
I will get
Thanks.
them when we get back downstairs.
Thank you.
Is there anything Python or Ira would need from me to do?
More ID cards need to be manufactured for some of our newer members. I can give you the list later.
There's some new people you need to meet because their skills might be of use to you.
Who?
Oh shit, I don't remember his name. What was it?
Walk and talk.
Strigg? Something Rig.
Oh, yeah. Strig.
I would also like to inform you that I have composed of a acid that can dissolve through almost every metal. I need to get stronger metals to test it out, but seeing as it could dissolve the things specifically made not.
We should see if it can dissolve through.
I think he's downstairs in the common room right now.
That would be murder.
Well, you're okay with it, right, Ezra?
I'm not sure now. But he says he's good at scouting and shit. I know you collect those people.
After they have been evaluated, yes, I do.
Yes. I don't know where he's at now, though, but I just want to let you know. I'm assuming no one needed medical after any of that. I just
No.
want to make sure, because that guy's kind of scary. Okay.
It was very reasonable talks that needed to happen.
Okay.
Maybe in there.
This bitch. If he's asleep, I'm gonna jump on his bed.
He seems
Not really,
to
but-
not like ISB being here, so
Maybe it's related to that.
That checks out. Most people don't like ISB.
You seem to be freaking out about it. Maybe some kind
I think anyone would freak out about Big Blue coming in. Corner, there he is. Look who I brought. Person you need to speak to.
Oh, right.
Also, Big Blue's gone. I'm gonna head out now. Hell yeah, okay. Are you okay? Thumbs up, thumb down?
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm new, so I was seeing if there's anything I have to do involving, I don't know, just like checklist or anything involving intelligence, things like that.
I do the same process for every person who is skilled in scouting and infiltration. No exceptions. After either your first or your first few operations have been evaluated, then I will assign you personally to my team. But it is very tricky for most to fail that assessment. Some just require more time than others.
That's fair. Yeah.
Just ensure that when you are sent out that you are doing as what you would do normally and keeping in mind of the things that you need to pay attention to while you're out in the field. Any important information, things of that nature.
Alright.
Then I would assume we would have no issues. Just please do not try and get yourself killed.
Want soup?
Of course.
I am fine.
Yeah, what happened with the hardline, I guess.
They're untrusting. That's pretty obvious. To be honest, if I was told a bunch of stuff that I didn't understand, and things that can and zones, I would probably be scared and untrusting too. It's only normal. When it comes to piping, and you were debating with Ezra, talking with her. But once you actually raised your voice, very interesting to see. But you are your own person. I'm not going to fight your battles for you. If you were going to try and persuade Ezra, that's you. I'm not going to help you with that.
I don't want you to fight my battles. I just want you to see how my people can benefit you. And it's not just Ezra it benefits Alia, it benefits the people you care for. And it's just frustrating that they don't see what they've been given.
Can you explain to me everything that your group offers to us?
Okay. So, I suppose when the incident happened, the mistake, Conduit left a message in the wake of that destruction. He provided an opportunity for whoever found it to follow riddles. Things that didn't have to be solved, didn't have to be looked into. Originally, maybe it made sense to look into because you guys wanted to understand why your home was being destroyed on accident. Makes sense. Once they solved the first riddle, from there, they understood that it was more than just an accident. It was purposeful. There was somebody behind it. There were people who did this. And I'm imagining the Whisperers wanted to know why, and they went digging. They eventually found Conduit. You went with them, I think, to that facility, and you got to speak to Conduit personally. You got answers from him in exchange for completing his whatever it was for free. You don't have to believe him, obviously, but he was willing to tell the truth, no matter what you asked. To me, that's like step one of building any trust. Is just being forthright. And this is stuff that you've always been willing to ask me. I've been here. At any point in time, anybody could ask me, could you send a message to Conduit and ask him this? And I've always been willing and happy to do that. You came to my home. You took the initiative to find out things about me, and then came to my home, forced me out of my home. You didn't stick to the plan that Conduit gave you originally, and that's fine. You took initiative, and he saw that. You gained me as this voice between the two of you. So I became an ally, and I worked under you. Maybe I'm not a very good asset, or you don't think I'm a very good asset, but I like to think that I'm good at my job. And for Conduit to order me to work here, to become a Whisperer, and effectively feel like I'm giving up slowly the group that I lived for, I feel like that's a big ask. So I gave up that part of myself to be here, to help you. So there's that. And then you met Spark, and he offered you an opportunity to gain Conduit's boons and assets, and if you did a job for us, we would make deals moving forward, and you would gain strong allies. And every step of the way, I'm pretty sure that they were forthright with what they wanted for the district. Me and you had personal conversations about what the Heartline's intentions were. You didn't have to take that job. You could ask me at any point in time more about the job, but nobody took interest. Only when the time came, when the job was given, you took it. You took what you were given as well, which you met Grayscale, and you were given map layouts and more information than I think we could provide. We did our best to put our own soldiers on the line to help you complete this job as well. Conduit gave physical parts of himself to make items for free of your members to have, to utilize, and they've utilized that, and I'm pretty sure it saved Ace's life and Tin's. I like to think that me being here, I've kept Tin alive, which I feel like benefits the Whisperers in its entirety. Relay has helped Alia get a port for free. A mag was gifted a weapon for nothing, for just meeting Spark. A high-powered weapon, mind you, that he could have not given. And then money was gifted. I don't... I know you didn't, because you didn't want to be in debt, because that's what you saw it as. Debt instead of a support. You just think we're leeches. And every step of the way we've... You want to know my honest opinion? Is I'm scared that this ISB member that walked into our home, you probably just threw me under the bus and couldn't give a shit about my group. And even still, I will still be here, and I will still fight for the ones that gave me their time and commitment, because that's the right thing to do. And I don't need to live in a fairy tale to know what the right thing to do is. You're scared, and I get it. But that's how they control us, Bug. That's how change doesn't happen. You think that corporations can't touch you down here, but they are. It's written all over your face. It just walked through your fucking door and basically probably told you what you had to do next. This whole thing is... Ezra sits there and he's like, we're the bad guys, but you probably think you're some anti-heroes helping some corporation do their work when they're the bad guys who accept corporate corruption every day. Of course they're gonna send their most happy, smiling person to approach you.
Negative. I had noticed you with the cameras.
Just listening in.
Affirmative. If you'd like, I can record the audio for future uses.
That would be appreciated.
Affirmative. I have been recording their conversation since it started, so...
Then I will leave that in your care.
Affirmative.
Fucking battery.
Yeah, Stacy yelling
that.
Because I'm the one that listen, dude. It's a fucking average fucking day for him.
You know that one fucking scene of Superman walking through the crowd yelling at him and they're throwing shit at him? That's Care. Day to day. He deals with that shit.
All that happened on the mission. Oh,
I can't.
Stay there. Igor would have felt like his son.
Oh my god. Oh my god, she's dead.
Oh my god, he's dead.
I can't
Oh
believe
my
this
god.
python's fucking dead.
Damn it, and I just met them.
Darn you!
I've been so fucking stressed about whatever the fuck was gonna happen today since I woke up this fucking morning.
What, you mean your 3 hours of meetings?
Good ending.
A good ending. I'd rather trust the people I know, quote unquote.
You're right on that. It was just for Ezra specifically.
Shit's fucked.
You'd rather trust the people trying to do better rather than the people trying to restart the game.
Yeah.
That wrench has in Ace. Ezra knows that it's
Your voice mod's still on, by the way.
Yeah, it
Oh, I
is.
did forget to turn that off.
I hope that it was fully clear of when I brought it up. We didn't know they were gonna take this fucking thing. We don't want it.
Unless you're really needed there, you can't be there.
It's fine. I'm just gonna say that a group put you up to it. There's a new terrorist group that we have to keep track of, that I have a special task force keeping track of it within the Whispers.
But then I got kicked out.
Or something like that. You get the idea.
I brought up the thing of not having enough information, and then they said it's not our fault we didn't have enough information. And I saw in Kaz's chat they were saying like,
You need me to mute my stream?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just an in-character thing. Kuro already knows about it. It's something Silas does every day. He goes into the techie bay, connects his stuff to the cameras and microphones of every camera in the hall, and he records conversations and misdoings, because that's how he keeps Derek, Rat, and fucking Callahan. But he's gonna send you the clips once they're done, and you can just watch Gaz's stream for it. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, that's how he keeps his eyes on the people that Morte wants him to look at, because Rat hates his guts. It's also why he knows so much shit, because he has it flashing across his time, because it projects into his head. But yeah, I don't. It's just something that Python now knows that Silas does.
I would rather deal with that any other day of the week. Honestly.
Yeah. Silas's is a lot more wholesome. It's just him doing his job for Morte.
Yeah, you're part of security and intel, so you should be doing
I'm not
stuff
a part
like.
of security. That's the issue.
Wait, you're
She just gave me the task because I'm not a part of security.
okay. Well, you're part of intel. I'm fine with it. And if
I should
Wrench
be a part of
knows,
security, that'd be
then it's
great.
fine.
Not Wrench, Kuro out of character.
Oh well, that's an entirely different issue.
Yeah, but Kuro out of character's like, oh yeah, it's totally cool.
Cool.
Cause he's just using what he was given as a you know. He's not using it for malicious intent or to spy on people. It's just him keeping tabs on people he was told to keep tabs on.
Yeah, and keeping tabs on that one in the tech bay is probably gonna be one of your next priorities.
I mean, he's already been keeping tabs on Sylvie. So if I'm at session and I have the, I will go on tech bay, do the RP of connecting my stuff, and then leave. Because yeah, Silas sleeps in there. Stuff is going to be recorded.
Oh, today could have been so much worse.
Yeah, that was a lot of meeting talk.
Well, yeah, because we had to decide our next course of action, what we're gonna do, and we basically did that. The only thing we still need to go over is the Tiger stuff, which we're gonna handle on Tuesday, because I think they still need to write stuff out for that.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be here entire Tuesday, but I'm getting sick. I was only here at the social because I've been very owie, you know? I feel like I haven't been Silas enough to do anything.
Yeah, I get you.
Well, I worked on a null model.
Oh God.
But it's nothing crazy. But it's chill. It's chill. Don't worry. Wow, where's Null? Wow, where is she? Whoa.
I don't see it.
It's the hand.
I don't even see the hand.
It's supposed to be there. What?
I don't.
Do you see the box?
No.
Fuck. Hold on. I don't know. It should be working. It's all synced and saved. Hold on, let me see the toggles and stuff.
I'm
It's
glad.
a heart.
I am at least glad that I took the initiative today of all the stuff that did
Yeah.
happen in those meetings, because I feel like maybe like one or two people would have done that, and one of them's
Yeah.
Remy, and it's Remy, and the other probably be Muerte, but even then, I don't know if it would have been
Yeah.
as it went in that moment.
It's something. It says it works. I don't know if it's... I'll see if it's synced in a second.
Hmm.
I think it looks great, though, if it actually works. God. I can actually tell Omega where the sheet is. Hold on.
I am gonna quickly just end my stream really quickly, just so I
Yeah,
can.
you're fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, just give me. Let me mute
I'm fixing the
VRChat.
model and looking for shit, so...
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, gamers. Thank you for coming to the surprise Sunday stream. But yeah, thank you guys for coming around. Those who did, thank you. Those who followed, I see you. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, I was a little stressed today. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm glad it went well. Okay, I'm going to see you for real this time on Tuesday for a normal gang time, and I will see you all then. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.